If you decide you want to use the system, you go to ticketingsystem.com and you sign up. The next thing you're going to see is this. This is your login screen. I'll provide you with a username and password. So you put that in and you press login. Now you're looking at the dashboard. This is all your work. So in a situation like this, we've got probably 6 to 8 employees. We've got probably 80 to 90 sites that we're supporting, and we've got 50 active tickets in this system, and we've processed about 500 in the last 6 months. So if you look at this dashboard now, right here your eyes go to your ticket queues. So you can think of a queue as a place to hold your tickets in a particular status. So the way you manage your tickets is by moving them from queue to queue until they finally wind up at work complete and then closed. So if you look at this, you can see we have 6 new tickets in the system. We have 3 dispatch tickets. We have 2 that have equipment order. We have 1 that we're looking at. We have 1 that needs dispatch, and so on. Over here on the left, you've got emergency tickets. When you're on the ticket, there's a checkbox. If it's an emergency ticket, you check it. It'll show up on the dashboard, and everybody knows that you need to work that ticket. Tickets needing update is a status, but it's an important status. So basically everybody in the organization can look at this ticket. They can see that it needs to be updated and who they're waiting for. Need dispatch is exactly like it sounds. It's generally a new ticket that has been reviewed, and they're deciding on what vendor to send to that site to work the ticket. Tickets assigned to John. John is me. I signed in under the username John. So all the tickets assigned to me will show up right here. We have a lookup ticket function where you can look it up by all these different factors. We have a lookup site where you can look up by these factors. And the last thing we have is sites on hold. This is an accounting hold. So if you say you're working for a company and they're on your 60-day past due list and you don't want to put any more work into them, you would check a box on their ticket, and it would show up here as a site on hold. That's an indication. It also turns red in the system, so you have to get them current. What you're going to find in ticketing system is a main menu. With everything I do, I am not a big believer in hiding things. I don't put things on carrots that you have to flip down, or gears that you have to, a little gear icon up in the corner. I don't go in for any of that. What you're going to find in ticketing system is a good old-fashioned main menu, and that main menu is up here at the top. So these are the major sections of the software. You've got home, you've got open ticket, you've got tickets, you've got my tickets, which are the tickets that are assigned to you, whoever you're logged in as. You've got subcontractors. Those are the people that you send out to work on the sites. You've got sites. Those are the various buildings or companies that you're working for. You've got parts. These are the parts that you have in inventory that you buy to fix these problems. You've got your user administration. This is where you enter your people into the system. You've got a calendar, which will display your tickets in calendar form. And then there's an accounting menu. The accounting deals with creating invoices, creating payment requests, getting paid by credit card, reviewing the payments as they come back from the payment gateway, and then there's a log off. So it's a dead simple system. When I install these systems, every time people will grab onto this, they'll go into this, they'll have it in front of them all day long, and I don't have to hear from them at all because frankly they know it better than I do. So open ticket is just one option, you click it and it brings up your ticket so you can open it. Your tickets can also be opened by your customers, but that's for a different video. Back to the dashboard. Tickets, you've got, this is a demo system, there's not a lot of tickets in here, but all open tickets, you can see the various statuses are in color. You've got my tickets. These are the tickets that are assigned to you, whoever you're logged in as. You've got subcontractors. So right now I've got just one assigned in here. These are your vendors. You've got sites. These are your sites. So a typical installation will have 100 of these. And if you look at a site, you can see that our software is robust. It isn't, 4 or 5 fields. It's 80 on a screen, so you can see what's going on. Your parts will give you the ability to add a part, so you have it in inventory so your technicians can assign it on the jobs that they're using. Users, you have authorized new users, so this is the first thing you would do, is go in here and put your people in here, and then you'd have look up and edit users. Right now it's just me because this is a demo system. You might have 20 people in here. These are the people, and like, they don't have to be in the same office. Like typically I've got an installation, we've got 2-3 people in Ohio, we got 2-3 people in Florida, we got technicians all over the country. So this is location independent. It will knit you together into a single system. The calendar, just like it sounds, your tickets would go on this calendar, and then your accounting, these are various functions, so you can make credit card payments and things like that, and then log off. So that is your main menu. So now we're back at the dashboard. So what we have to do now is we have to add a site. Now a site is a customer. This is who you're going to do work for. So what you would do to add a customer is you go to sites, you go add new site. This is your add site form. You would fill this in and come down here to the bottom and click add new site. Now that customer is in the system. So you go to sites, active sites. This would list all your customers. So we go to this blue edit ball here, and now we're looking at the site screen. Now the important thing to realize about the site screen is everything you see here deals with that one customer's building or business. So this right here, site info, this is this screen. You can think of it as a header. So in addition to the site screen, which I'll scroll down here, you can see is quite extensive. You also can add equipment to the site. You can upload files to the site, things like photos, drawings, Word docs, specifications, contracts, things like that. The tickets, this is all the tickets that you've opened in the past for this site, so you can look down and see what's been done. History is a history of your accounting hold, which we'll go on to in a minute. And payments is all of your payment requests and payments that have been made by this site. So I want to take a close look at the site window, the site screen now. So starting here in the upper left, you've got a number. Immediately to the right of that, you've got site hold. Now if I check this and update this ticket, that means that this client is past due, and you don't want to put more work into a past due client. So it's going to turn it red. It's also going to put it on your dashboard as down in the lower right portion of your dashboard. So you type in the site name here. This would be the name of the business, the ownership, if they have any, the address, the city, the state, zip, county. The county is important because when you dispatch your technicians, you have to know the county that they're coming from. This deals with the site itself, phone number, fax number, cell phone, account manager of the site. This is equipment specific, customer portal. That a little bit technical, but if, let's say, a business owns a group of these sites, they would be put into a portal, which is for another video. Going to the upper right now, site status, we don't delete them. We put them in archive status if you're done with them, because this system will maintain history from day one. So instead of delete, you archive. Contract status, you've got various contract status you can put them in. First date of service, contract expiration, install date, warranty ends, DEFCON level. A lot of equipment specific data you can hold in here. Site username and password allows your customer to have a portal within this system where they can go and review active tickets, place a ticket, that sort of thing. This section right here, preferred subcontractors, this draws from your technician list, so you can assign your 3 preferred technicians for this website. They're in the area, they know what's going on, so you can put them in here as preferred technicians so that your people that do the dispatch are aware of that. Labor rates, this is all used in the accounting, and down here is a section for notes. Below that, this is the equipment that resides at this facility, so that when your technician arrives, he knows what's going on. And this typically would have passwords and things so that he can go right to work. A lot of times these guys are in the middle of the night. So returning, so that's this tab right here. Everything on this page is that leftmost tab. That's your site header. Add equipment gives you the ability to add a piece of equipment into this site, so that technician and everybody is aware of what's there. Upload files. You can anybody can put files against this site. Tickets, accounting history, and payment history. So that is an overview of your customer. When one of your customers identifies a problem, either they or you submit a ticket into the system. The ticket can be thought of as a container that you put all your work into. So I've prepared a sample ticket here. This is what a typical ticket would look like. Now this is intended to do serious work. So there's technicians assigned to this, there's people in your organization that are watching it, you've got your customer that's monitoring the progress. So just looking at this ticket now, I'm going to scroll down this page so you can see that it is quite involved. This is just a single job within the system. So the top half of the ticket starts out with the ticket name, the ticket status, which can be put into any of these statuses, the assigned date and time, who opened the ticket, the contract status, warranty, time and materials, that sort of thing, whether or not it's an emergency. This is the site name, which means the customer who you're working for, basically the building that needs the work, their site number, their location, their phone, the street address, the contract status of the customer, the hourly rate, and this right here is the vendor that you have assigned to this ticket. Now in the system you'll develop a table of vendors that you can assign to tickets, so you can see it's quite extensive. The DEFCON level, the contact at the site, his phone number, and these are some other fields. This is who the ticket is assigned to within your organization. Work description is just that. It's a description of the problem or the work that needs to be done. Then you've got an update field, a resolution field, and a note to the vendor, which is going to give instructions to the technician you have assigned to the ticket. Scrolling down now, this section right here is called a tech time log. What that is a record of who has worked on this ticket. In other words, if you dispatch a technician to the site, he puts in the hours, he records it in the system, and it goes in here. Action history is just like it sounds. This is a history of the ticket. So this is the latest action that was taken. Down here at the bottom, this is when it was opened. So glancing at these notes, you can see where the ticket was, what status it was in, and what was done. Invoices in the center, these are invoices that have been issued against this ticket. Open tickets for this site, these are other tickets that you have open at this time for this site. So that's an overview of the ticket. Now scrolling back up to the top, you've got all these tabs. All these tabs deal with this one specific job. So like I said, this is intended to do serious work. So starting on the left now, this is the ticket tab. This would be this screen. We like to call it the ticket header. Email allows you to email a PDF of this ticket to people in your organization or on the outside just on a single click. Site, that is the building, the customer that you're working for. Sub means the technician assigned. So if you were to click on this button, it'll give you the information on that subcontractor or technician. Work is the hours that have been put into this ticket. It can be by your people internally or by a technician. So this adds up, multiplies by the rate that you saw earlier, and it helps you build an invoice. Notes is just a general screen where you can keep running notes. Parts are parts that you've purchased for this ticket. Files is a place where you can upload specifications, images, spreadsheets, Word docs, and other things just for this ticket. So basically when the technician gets assigned to it, he can see all these things and he'll have them when he's dispatched to the site. Print is a PDF copy of the ticket that you can save to your desktop, email to your customer, email to people internally, or whatever. History is that's a running history of everything that's been done. Invoice, if you click this button, it'll bring all the parts and labor and everything together and prepare an invoice for you. Payment request will establish a payment request that will show up in your customer's portal. When he clicks that, it'll show a total and it'll give you credit card prompt for credit card information. He puts in his credit card, hits enter, and it'll pay the balance on this ticket. So that is an overview of the ticket. So basically what you have is you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 screens, a set of 12 screens, all dealing with this one particular job. So we're getting into serious work and we have detailed information and the history is complete. So it will record everything. You got 8 or 10 people working in your office or out in the nation at large. It doesn't matter. You've got your vendors involved. You've got your customer involved. So everybody has portals. Everybody's looking at the same situation. And everything that everybody needs is right here, centralized in this ticket.